did we think that we need a plan? If you look at any of these statements, you can see that making benefits visible, more accessible for employees is becoming increasingly important in attracting new employees, but also in retaining your current employees. And this is one of the reasons that we started to get interested and started to looking for a platform. So it's very a high topic right now. You see, these are articles from 2024, so it's still a recent problem, and there are a lot of research about it. With the growth of our stores and employees, also the need for the platform kept coming up. In our employee satisfaction survey, we asked, what would be your one piece of advice to Lidl to become a better employer? And as you can see, I made like some of the answers here. There are a lot of answers about more benefits, but we also saw that there was a lot of unawareness about what benefits we already offered to our employees. So people ask about things that we already offered. So we were thinking about how can we make this more visible. Another reason, for some of you, this will look familiar, is our top employer. Since 2018, we've been busy trying to get certified, and as you can see, we have succeeded quite a few times, and we're in the midst of getting our certification for 2025. But to be and to remain top employer, we need to keep working on making our benefits visible, innovative, and also expanding our benefits. And it's another reason why we want to present the benefits in an online platform, so it's visible and easy accessible for every employee. And in our company, we have different employees. As you can see in our illustration, we have people working in the stores, people working in the distribution center, and here on the office. So they're all functions and ages, and we want to have the possibility to filter and give our employees a personalized offer on age, on function, on position, on place of their working, etc. And we also think it's very important that it is in one place, so people can see in one place everything that Lidl offers them, and they can find more information about everything that Lidl offers, but also a lot of other information, like HR information about the number of hours they work, if something changes, and when they're gonna work more or less, what the consequences of that are. Furthermore, we use it to make full use of the WKR, so the Dutch people will know what that means, but it's the work-related cost scheme, and it's an easy and quick way to use that and fully use it for our employees. But another thing we really found important is that there was a high decrease in administrative workload. So in addition to providing insight for the employees, it also reduces a lot of administrative workload. It ensures that the employees only see what they're entitled to see, and they can never request more or other things. Mutations are imported in Benify, and there are far fewer questions coming into our payroll department. For example, one thing that we have implemented that saves a lot of time for our payroll department is automating the employer statement. I'm not sure if that's in every country, but in the Netherlands, if you want to buy or rent a house, you need an employer statement, but you also need it quickly. So most of the employees need it today or tomorrow or yesterday. And employees can download the employer statement at any time of the day, even in the middle of the night, and it's completely filled in automatically with the right samples for them. You can see part of our business case below on the slide, and you can see that we included HR questions, tax benefits, and the working time saved by our employees. It can use a disclaimer because it's different for every company. Saskia can tell you something about that, but we always see that there is a lot of savings when you use some platform like that, but maybe Saskia can tell you something about that.
Yeah, so obviously when you're looking into a platform like this, we try to create a business case on ROI as well. Yeah, and as Danielle said, it depends very much per company where you can save. We also saw organizations who wanted to do, for example, flexible budget, flexible benefits, but obviously if you need to do that all by hand with authorization and documentations, takes quite some time. So automating those things and also the eligibility in it can build quite a big business case. We have had newsletters that were still printed and put in the offices, but then if people were not in the office, people didn't really saw the information what was in. So that was automated. Which obviously is then a saving as well. And even like, for example, during COVID, when we had like the curfew in the Netherlands, you were not allowed to go out at night. We even had for companies who had blue collar workforce who needed to go out after like 9 o'clock, they had like the approval from their company, like in their app. So if they would like stop by police, they could show that they were allowed to go out. So a lot of things that you can think of for your ROI, and even, for example, retaining your employees. If they, for example, want to go to your competitor because they think they can earn more because the salary may be a little bit more, but they forget that, for example, the pension at their current company is actually better. So they are even maybe losing some money on it. I think it's important as well, because I think if you look at like attracting and retaining employees, it's quite an expensive part of the company. So if you can keep the good ones in and attract also the right ones, that is also a part that we see in the ROI for a lot of the companies that are looking into a portal like this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saskia. And Roel or Danielle, can you explain how long you already use this and whether this for Lidl resulted actually in a cost reduction? Because much of this is efficiency and opportunity cost. But is it also really a cost reduction in the beginning or over time? Can you please elaborate on that?
Both. In the beginning, of course, it takes a lot of time to get anything in place, but it went quite fast to my experience. The handling of all these questions, but also the administrative handlings of all the things that people requested. And we have really, you will see it when we show you the inside, we have a lot of benefits that we offer to all our employees, but it took a lot of time to handle them, to put them in the personnel system, to communicate about it, and that goes really far more efficient at this time, and so it's also over time. Still now there are a lot of savings on that part. So it's not only in the beginning, it still is, and we work for quite a few years now with Benify, but it still gives us savings and efficiency. It makes it also possible to introduce new benefits, because we are, as Danielle told, a German company. No offense to German people in this meeting, but it's quite strict, and so in our personnel system, we are one of the 32 countries. We are not allowed to make a lot of changes, and within Benify, it makes it for us far more easily to offer these benefits and make sure that it's also an interface in our personnel system. So it still has saving for us. Yeah.
Thank you.